Okay, continuing from the last video that got cut short because someone rang my doorbell unexpectedly. Can't even talk. Anyway, so, like I was saying, these kids are something and we have to keep up with them. Not only do we have to keep up with them, we have to be ahead of them. Okay. Um, People say, how do you do that? You just got to be on them. You got to be interested in what they're doing. You don't have to be a nag. That's one thing. You don't have to be a nag because that shuts children down. But you just have to be on them. You have to be on them. You have to let them know that you care. You have to be there. You have to show them affection and love. Show interest in what they're doing. Show interest in their friends because you want to see what type of people they hanging out with. Play games with them. Do TikTok things with them. That's why, I see a lot of people doing TikTok with their children. I think that's amazing. Some people think that's crazy, but I think that's amazing. I think it's awesome, because your child looks at you like, oh, you're not just my parent, you're my friend. You cool, you get it, you understand. And when they look at you like that, it's easier for them to come and talk to you about anything. It's easy for them to come and talk to you about anything. And we as people, we need to do this. We need to do this. And I'm talking to everyone about this, but I'm basically talking to our Black communities because all of our children are getting lost in this world. But mostly our Black children are being lost the most, are being left behind the most, are being killed the most. And so I just have to talk about it, so it's important for us, Black women, Black men, Black fathers, Black mothers, talk to your children, be involved in your children's lives. Don't be self-absorbed. Stop being selfish. Stop thinking about yourself. If you a street dude, still be there for your children. You know what it felt like to grow up without a father. And you know what you might have accomplished if you had a father in your life. So don't do that to your own children. Don't do that to your own children. And these women out there doing drugs, whatever y'all doing, the men too, get it together. Drug is an addiction. I get that and I understand that. But your children need you. Always remember this. These babies, these children, they didn't ask to be born. They didn't come knocking on your door saying, I want you to be my mother. Can you give birth to me? They didn't ask. They didn't ask. So when we lay down and we make these children, we conceive these children, and we make the decision to bring them into this world, it's our responsibility to take care of them by any means necessary. You do whatever you have to do to make sure that child is good. So self gets put on the back burner, on low. Just because you become a parent doesn't mean you forget about yourself. Never forget about yourself, because you always got to take care of yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't take care of yourself, You can't take care of others. You can't take care of your children. Period. So remember, you put yourself on the back burner on slow, simmer, or low. You still cooking. You still working. You still doing you. But your children are on the front burner. They come in first. They're coming first. You know, our black children need to know that they are our number one priority. We need to show them that. We truly need to show them that. Um, you know, we have people having kids and they're having kids with the wrong people. And they're getting mad because the father is not doing his part. And you have these women talking junk, crap about the man. Also talking junk and crap about the man in front of the child and all this. And I don't know why we do that as women. I don't know why. Not all women, but a lot of women do it. And I will have to admit, I'm one of those women that do talk crap about a fucked up man in front of my kids. I have done that, and I've apologized to my children about it as well. But at the same time, I am letting my children know about honesty. Like I said, I don't sugarcoat anything with my children. You know, I just give it to them real and give it to them raw, straight up. You know, but women know, you know, from the beginning when you're dealing with this guy, what type of person he is. So you know damn well that if you bring a child in this world by that person, that you're not going to have the help, that you're going to be a single mother. So why are you getting angry at him? You need to get angry at yourself, because you put yourself in that situation. That child didn't put themselves in that situation. That child didn't put you in that situation. You put yourself in that situation. That dude didn't put you in that situation. You put yourself in that situation because you chose to deal with that dude. You chose to have the baby with that dude. So you have to deal with it. Bottom line. And a lot of people, you know, they just rather blame the guy, rather, you know, this and all that. And that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Because I'm telling you, you know, like I said from the beginning, how that dude is. And I know, you know, that somewhere along the line, how these dudes are, that most of these dudes told you, I ain't ready for no kids. I don't want to have no kids. I'm not dealing with they done told you that from the beginning before you done got yourself pregnant. But you still thinking, oh, he don't mean that. I'm going to get him anyway. Now here you go 9 months from now, really 10 months from now. Don't know why they've always said 9 months. It's really 10 months. Because 40 weeks really adds up to 10 months. So here you go, all alone. Dude looking at you like, the fuck you want me to do? Now you mad, you crying. He may come to the hospital, check the baby out, look at the baby, see the baby looks like him or anybody in his family. You know, he may sign a birth certificate, he may not. And now you mad. But you brought that shit on yourself. You brought it on yourself. You brought it on yourself. Let's keep it 100. You brought it on yourself. And, you know, dudes, you know you slept with these women, like, let's you know, I've watched a lot of the Maury shows and stuff like that. And you are not the father and all this crap. And it's quite funny, but it's quite sad. It really is. Because you got the girls out there and they're like, oh my God. And you got the dudes out there and they're like, ah. So, you know, and I know it's just TV and is what it is, but it's humiliating. It's humiliating. And again, black people. There's white people on it, but black people again. And you know, you black men, you know, if you slept with that female, it is and you did not use a condom. And even if you did use a condom, if you slept with that female, if you stuck your penis into that female's vagina and ejaculated with a condom on and without a condom on, there is a possibility that that baby may be yours if she says she's pregnant. So as a man, because you want to be called a man, you don't want to be called a boy, be a man and say, look, I know we did this one time. I'm not cool with what happened, but I'm willing to take a test to find out if that's my kid. Keep it 100 like that. Don't be disrespectful and say, well, you were sleeping with so-and-so, and you were sleeping with that. How you know that kid is mine? You already had a man. So what? So what? If you knew she already had a man, then what kind of dude is you to be sleeping with her then? You trapping yourself on that one. No, see what it is you not thinking with your brain, not this brain. You thinking with that brain. And that's the problem. Stop thinking with that brain and think with this brain. And then you could avoid all these situations and avoid being disrespectful to your sisters. You don't want a dude, if you had a sister, you wouldn't want a dude to do that to your sister. You wouldn't want a dude to do that to your mother. You wouldn't want a dude to do that to your aunt or your cousin, anybody that's really close to you. So why do you think it's okay to do it to somebody? It's not. So stop it. Be respectful. Be a man. You always huffing and puffing. I'm a man. I'm a man. Yeah, you are. Physically. But just because you're a man physically doesn't mean you're a man. It takes a lot to be a man, just like it takes a lot to be a woman. Just because a woman is a woman physically doesn't mean she's a woman. Understand that and know that. And stop disrespecting each other. These drugs out here, these liquor stores out here, getting these guns out here anywhere, all these type of ways, taking our men away, sending them to jail, building jails. You know, now they had this jail reform thing. What kind of shit is that? Why is that? You have jail reform because where I'm living, they're building a whole new jail. A whole new jail in the inner city, county. But we got bail reform. That shit don't make sense to me. So again, they set in a trap. They set in a trap for our babies. Some of us see it and some of us don't. I was told, I went to a school meeting and a bunch of the parents there, and a teacher told us they had these children take these tests, these certain types of tests. There's state tests and all this. And I forgot the name of this particular test. They have these children take these tests. And these tests, apparently, in the 3rd or 4th grade, they use apparently to determine what type of lifestyle and what type of person your child is going to be. And from those things, is part of the reason why they're building a new jail in the inner city. They're just taking our babies away. And we're allowing it. We're allowing it. We're allowing it. And we got to get it together, people. You know, we've seen so much, you know, we talk so much about a lot of things, but we really got to get it together to save our children. You know, I don't know much about saving this world. Don't know much about saving this world because we on borrowed time right now about that, but we need to save our children. We really need to save our children. It is extremely important. It really is. Because they're our future. They're our future. You know, they are the future. as long as the world is still standing. They are the future. So I'm going to say bye now. Because I ran out of things to say that's on my mind. But I'll catch you next time. Peace.